నా కొడుకు థామస్. Hey, good evening.
Yeah, hi, good evening, Srinivas.
Hey, Sherin. Who is that?
Hello,
Hey,
good
Sherin.
evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Just wait. I'm just checking with another person. Sherin, you are joining today only, right?
Yes,
So, just want to know about your background and that's your first day, right? At high level, if you don't mind.
I'm in procurement and sourcing.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. So any motivation to learn this Power BI?
Just for analytics dashboards,
So any knowledge,
reporting.
okay, any knowledge in any other dashboard tools?
Well, I've been doing it in Excel. That's pretty much it in the
Okay.
past.
Okay. Okay. No, no. I mean, like any basic knowledge on are you using Power BI or you are
No,
very
I
new?
have not used it. I have not used it. No.
Okay. Okay. So okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Anyway, we'll start. So we had a high level introduction about like Power BI yesterday. Since you are new, let me recap once again. Just give me a minute. So when I talk about the data analysis or analytics, there are so many ways we can go and just let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. So why we need data visualization? First of all, when I talk about data visualization, many people, the first question is everybody will have in mind is why I need data visualization? Because data visualization generally not everyone will opt it because sometimes people, as you mentioned, they may have a limitation to use the tools. So they may end up using Excel also. And if you want to communicate any data with any desired audience who are like majorly non-technical audience, then I need to use this kind of visualization because I can go and explain with numbers also, but that may not help. So to effectively communicate, because the human brain will communicate faster with visualization rather than like a numerical value, because you can easily compare. You can compare with one particular trend over time, maybe last month and current month trend. I can compare. I can composite the data. I can go and try to divide more granular way, and then I can go and also create the relations between the data, and I can create some set of hierarchy, where I want to go more drill down. So most of these things I cannot through number, I can explain through numbers. A dashboard generally will help to communicate in this manner, and even the data which you generally deal with will be a qualitative and quantitative. So quantitative is which one can measure, and I should know how to communicate any quantitative data, and also how to communicate the qualitative data, also categorical data. How to go and find out a measure, or we call it as a key performance indicators, which I can go and explain to the audience who are looking for some kind of like uh, analysis. So Excel was having some level of like features, but if you want to go with some advanced features, advanced visualizations, then I need to go and use Power BI. And Power BI is one of the visualization like tool from Microsoft, and there are other visualization tools which will fall under BI, like Tableau, Looker is there, Domo, and we also have like uh, the ClickView. All these tools will help us to build the dashboards, but every tool has its pros and cons. For high advanced visualizations, I can go with Tableau. For basic operational reports, I do not need Tableau at all. I can fulfill with Power BI and other tools. So as a data analytics engineer, our job is to describe the data, descriptive analytics. This is where we sit. Every predictive analytics is different. A data scientist will be sitting here and then here. And generally people who will work on the dashboards and data analysis, they will sit in this too majorly. Descriptive analytics, describing the data with the past data and explain about the future. Summarizing the data, comparing the data. So I want to go and analyze the customer who are ready to churn and why they want to churn, or why they want to switch or exit my business. I want to find out the root cause. What are the factors that is impacting the customers to quit the business? If I am able to see which is the highest factor, I can go and target. So that I can find out the main reason, and because most of my business will come from the customer, so I don't want to lose them. I want to retain them. What is the risk involved in? How much percentage of revenue may go down and damaged? These are all we need to see at product level, store level, customer level. I want to go in a different summarization. So descriptive analytics is the one which we need to focus more on, and the diagnostic analytics also people do. So diagnostic means we will find out why something happened, and will identify what are the patterns for that particular occurrence, and find out the relation in the data also. So we can use a descriptive analytics or diagnostic analytics. These two will help us in any kind of data analysis projects. If at all you want to go further advanced analytics, then we need to use some machine learning and also regression analysis, time series forecasting. All these can help us to predict the future. And then prescriptive is further advanced. This is going to use the artificial intelligence to take an action also. If my sales are so much, this much in the next one week, what my model predicted, then what I need to do? What was the reason? Maybe the reason because my sales are going down because of out of stock. So I need to go and immediately go and try to look for an option to fill the products. Find out the optimal inventory levels so that my product will not go to out of stock, upper limit and lower limit. then I need to depend upon this particular advanced analytics also. So as a dashboard engineer, your job is not only building a dashboard, should select the right type of chart for right type of data. So bar chart. So to compare the two values, and I want to compare quantities across categories. Qualitative data and quantitative data I want to compare, then I will go with a bar chart. And line chart, any trend I want to show over the time, maybe day wise, what are the sales, week wise, month wise. I want to show the sales comparison, last month and current month, how the sales are going on. Then I use a line chart. And pie chart, I want to see the proportion, percentage. I want to highlight the percentage of a particular category on the sales or a department on the sales. So like that, we have multiple types of charts, scatter plot to compare and see the relation between two variables. I want to find out the market spend and what is the ROI. I want to compare and see. And there are so many charts like histogram to see the distribution of the data, how my data is like currently running. And donut chart are also similar to pie chart, which will give the portions. We have waterfall chart, a ribbon chart. So there are so many charts available, advanced charts, violin chart. So many charts are there, but we need to use which chart is suitable for what type of purpose. So while selecting, okay, Sir, I'll send it. No problem. Yes, I will send it. Please ping your email or ping me in the WhatsApp. I'll send you. So my number, I pinged you here already. Please ping me. Yeah, you can ping me in the WhatsApp also to this number. Thomas, Shelly. Just give me a minute. Just let me. So when I talk about the suitable chart for any visualization, I need to identify which chart is suitable for what kind of data. When the customer come up with a requirement, I need to identify what charts are important and what KPIs are required to connect with each chart. So we need to identify each chart, and sometimes you also go and communicate geographically also. We have like geographical charts also, map chart, which will go and help us to geographically represent. I want to go and represent my presence in the like global business. Definitely, I need to use the geographical charts also. So what is the Power BI? So Power BI is a collection of tools and our apps and connectors all will work together to turn a group of unrelated sources into a meaningful dashboard. We can call it as a interactive insights finally. The dashboard which we are going to build should communicate the results effectively to the audience. So data, raw data into interactive meaningful insights. That is what which we are going to build as part of this particular Power BI learning. And Power BI come up with so many sources which we can go and connect. Like I can connect to databases, I can connect to Excel files, I can connect to semi-structured data like XML and JSON. Nowadays, every customer is trying to send the files in a different formats. Even PDFs also I need to go and convert. So the data coming from different sources, online services, Salesforce application, ServiceNow, and also Azure cloud or AWS cloud, from any kind of data, I should be able to extract and convert into structured form and build a dashboard. That too interactive dashboard, so that the client dynamically can change according to their selection also. And finally, I should publish that to the customer how they want to use it. Some customers want to use in mobile, so Power BI mobile app is there. Some users wants to use it in a app integrated in their application, so I can use Power BI embedded. Someone wants to review in about a desktop, you can ask them to install desktop software and open the file and see. You also have Power BI like service that can directly publish into the cloud also. So we have so many methods are there on how to finally hand over the insights also. So a Power BI is going to convert a group of rows and columns into a meaningful dashboard. This was developed by whom? Microsoft. And the Microsoft started this particular tool also after big data came on the market. So it is not going to just storing the data, it will also help us to analyze the data. Every customer requires some insights to increase their business. So Power BI can help in that area to improve the business by understanding the customer current data. And if you compare a Power BI like architecture, so this is what the data sources. If you compare with a food delivery like management, you can consider all these are data sources. We have multiple sources. We can call all this when you are preparing a food, you will get all ingredients. Consider all the sources are ingredients, and all will be handed over to the kitchen department to pre-process or transform. To perform that activity, I use a Power Query. Power Query editor will help me to transform all my sources, convert them into a meaningful form. We can go and apply so many transformations, change the data type, change the column name, split the column name. All I can achieve by using the Power Query. And after I performed all these transformations, then I need to hand over for the transformed data to do some calculations. So the DAX language, data analysis language, is available in Power BI to perform the calculations. There are so many features are there: merge queries, append queries, calculate columns, measure columns, all we use. And then we'll try to use data modeling also. And finally, convert the transformed data into a meaningful insight dashboard. After I finished everything, my dashboard is ready. Now I need to communicate. How can I share? So we can go with different approaches to deliver. If you go to any food like delivery company, they deliver in different directions with different people. Similar to that, we have different ways to communicate your findings or your final dashboard through different channels. It can be done through Power BI service, or it can be done through the embedded analytics which Power BI is offering, or it can be communicated with Power BI desktop tool, or if anybody wants to go and use it with mobile, we have Power BI mobile app also. How a food delivery company, after they finish the food, how they will deliver in different directions. Similar to that, I can communicate my dashboard to different people in different forms. So the goal is here to create an interactive dashboard with meaningful insights and also provide real-time analytics if required, the real-time dashboards. And finally, collaborate and share with the end users or stakeholders, and finally end up with giving the access through either mobile or a desktop or like a cloud, or it can be integrated with an application. So many things, so many ways are there. For example, if you dealing with Excel, you will use an Excel file, and you need to share that Excel file or that sheet so that whoever wants to access, they can go and see and review and take a decision. But here you will create a dashboard file. A dashboard file can be created, and I can share that dashboard to the desired audience also. If any changes required after whatever they proposed, we can even work on that. Every client will come up with a feedback. We need to work on the feedback according to the client requirement. So Power BI is coming up with, if you go and see Power BI, like cost model, if you see, it will come up with a pay as you go. Pay as you go, how we go and go for a, like for example, I go for a Netflix monthly package, I will go, and I can utilize, and for that particular subscription, I can see even multiple devices also. So Power BI also coming up with a feature called Power BI Premium and Power BI Pro per user per month, and Power BI Premium per capacity per month. Pay for what you are using. So you need to use and pay as you go, we call it as in general. So that is how the cost model generally will work out. When you want to use it, you need to buy that particular license and use it accordingly. So Power BI is one of the market leader in analytics space, and with cost effective, with the seamless ecosystem, which can be integrated with not only Excel, I can integrate with Azure, I can integrate with all the Microsoft products like Teams and any kind of tools. So we have a free desktop, Power BI desktop version, and affordable pro licensing also. You can directly use that. And how Power BI is going to help the data analysts is because most of the data analysts and business analysts nowadays, they are using Power BI for the decision making. And it can be used with small Excel files and also a bigger like enterprise level databases also. I can even integrate with big data also. A big data environment, I can connect to a Azure environment or AWS environment. For any kind of source I can connect, and I can extract, and I can build a dashboard. Everything I need to decide, and I need to find out the how to connect and then build a dashboard. And we have Power BI service, which I was talking about. This is basically a self-service analytics, that where the users will depend fully on the IT team. So we need to, as a analyst, I need to go and need to talk to the person who knows that Power BI end-to-end utilization. Then as an analyst, we need to use it without depending on any IT support, because everything is a cloud. We do not even need to sometimes need to depend on any software installation also. The Power BI service come up with a cloud option. And coming to the history, if you see, whenever the Excel was people using, and there were so many challenges while sharing, because multiple people used to work on the same file and different versions, and then again during the merging process, people used to face so many challenges. Some files used to get overwrite also. So Power BI is coming up with Power Query for transformations and modeling for connecting the sources, and a DAX language for calculations, and Power BI visuals is providing a different visualization charts. Finally, it is allowing us to share the final version with the desired audience by using different methods. Especially the managers will be sitting and they will be monitoring these dashboards. Example, regional managers, sales managers. So who are struggling to build these particular visualizations through Excel and other stuff, they are majorly looking for this particular Power BI as a alternative solution. So before Power BI was there, the Excel was having the Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. These three were very popular. I hope still you are also using, right? All these three are using.
Not used Power Pivot.
Mhm.
But basically the just basic pivot tables I've been using. Power Query, no to
Okay.
Power View.
Okay. So Power Query is basically for transforming your data. There is a Power Query editor, even Excel also, add-on, and Power View for creating the interactive dashboards or visualizations. But now it is with Power BI integrated, you can even build some advanced dashboards also. So everything depends on the tool you are using. If you are okay and compromise with Excel, you can end up with some basic level of dashboards. If any operational dashboards I want to build, I need to use these particular advanced analytics tools like Power BI, Tableau, and ClickView, all this. So this is an example where when in 2015, when Microsoft officially released the Power BI as a standalone service, they came up with a Power BI desktop software to build your dashboards. Also, they came up with a Power BI service, which is a web portal where you can directly create an account, log in, and use it without installing any software. And they also started Power BI mobile apps for iOS and Android mobiles also. So the users were extensively started using these features, and then it became slowly very popular across the companies to use this for their dashboard development, where Tableau also was there, but companies who are not affordable to buy Tableau license, they started using these particular services. And after Power BI got some success on these tools, the ecosystem also slowly got increased. The the person who is going to try to build the dashboard, they need to use the Power BI desktop. To share whatever you developed, I need to use Power BI service to share. And to consume, some people will use Power BI mobile also. So all these three are very important for a Power BI developer to use it. And what is the use of Power BI desktop? Without connecting to either cloud or anywhere in your local, I can simply install Power BI as a software, download and install it, and then start connecting to the sources which you want to build your dashboard. And then after your dashboard you have built, you can go and share it with the desired audience. This can be used by how the people will use. You need to publish that. We can publish the developed dashboard in the Power BI by registering your email. And Power Query, Power Modeling, DAX, visualizations, all these are part of Power BI desktop software. When you open it, you will see all this. So that is where we need to focus more on. Most of the business questions that we'll receive from the data analysts need to answer. So they need the data. Who will provide that? The data engineers will provide. But the data, whatever the data engineer provide, not everybody will use the same way. A data scientist will use for building the ML model. A data analyst will use for building a dashboard. And some people will use, the business analyst will use for a discussion and understanding. So the data is very important here. The right data is important, qualified data is important to build this particular dashboard with multiple KPIs. And majority of the, like people worry about when they are building and when they are using these tools like Excel and other stuff, they will be unable to collaborate or communicate with each other that much easily. So we need to see whether we have the sufficient budget also to use these particular advanced tools. So if we have the enough budget, and Power BI is one of the right solution. So any particular person who is already working in Excel, they will definitely will get better efficient dashboards by using Power BI, because Power BI is a advanced version of Excel, you can say. You can easily switch the Excel files into a Power BI dashboard, and we should be able to buy the license, and you need to start using Power BI by replacing most of the Excel specific dashboards. So separately, I cannot go and use PowerPoint separately, Excel separately, Outlook. So most of the things we will use to communicate and also build your dashboards and all. So desktop is one of the all-in-one, we can say. Everything will be in one place, and we can use them, and we can go and communicate the final findings. So it will reduce the cost compared to other cloud RBI tools. So if you go most of the features that are coming up with Power BI, also very advanced features are coming up with related to AI also. The AI features also coming up, natural language processing features. I can simply go and ask a English sentence query, and it will respond with its findings. That also happening now. So no need to go and even deeply go and build your dashboards. It will automatically generate some of the dashboards also by asking a query.
I'm sorry, I have a question on that. What kind of license level is needed
Definitely we
for
need
for an AI prompt?
minimum pro. Minimum pro. I was talking about
That's
pro,
a
right?
pro one. Okay.
Pro one is minimum required, because the free version may not have that much features, right? It will be limited always. So to implement this, for example,
How much does the license cost for the pro
it will
average?
be I saw very for a while ago, because I need to check and tell you, because
How much is it? Is it a monthly or yearly or
monthly,
lifetime?
monthly.
Monthly. Okay.
Monthly you need to pay. That is also just like a pay as you go. You use and pay, but you need to opt it.
Okay.
You need to opt it, and you need to pay. But most of the companies are using Power BI because of comparatively it is providing better features with less cost. But I'll come and explain
Okay.
about what are the licenses, and what are different ways to go, and which areas we can go and use to reduce the cost also. That we'll discuss in the other module. Okay.
How much time do we have now for this meeting now?
Uh,
Is it half an hour more?
yeah, half an hour more. Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So most of the things, whatever you see, the advanced analytics, as I mentioned, Tableau is suitable for daily standard reporting. People are using Power BI. That is what you have to follow. No need to buy advanced Tableau license like thousands of dollars to build daily operational reports, right? You need to even have some capacity to buy that much advanced analytics to implement also. Not everybody will be ready. Every company will not be ready to buy this particular licenses with thousands of dollars. So we also need to see which is the suitable one according to the client demand. Because any big data is involved, advanced analytics involved, strong visualizations required, expert users are using, then Tableau is the right one. For any kind of standard operational reports, and 80% of the requirements, people go with the normal standard user. So then Power BI is the suitable one. Always go with Power BI. If your not affordable to buy this much high licenses, and I want to go with a basic reporting and all. And when to use Power BI also is basically when I have a interactive sharing is there, which involves a complex data modeling. I want to build a relation between the data and also apply some calculations, which is very important. At the same time, I need regular reporting, monthly or weekly or daily. I'll go with where I go and do some performance of like tracking and all. Then also Power BI is the suitable one. So it is coming up with very different like features, which are like integrating with multiple different sources. The first feature where I can implement dynamic like interactive reports and dashboards, which I can go and change them, runtime reports, and advanced analytics like forecasting. We can go AI and forecasting. I can use moving averages, time series and forecasting. There are so many advanced features are inbuilt and easily collaborate with others in an organization in a secured environment. So automated reporting, whenever I want to perform, instead of using spreadsheets to generate my reports, I can directly upload the data into the Power BI environment. I can build a report with an automation. And any KPIs I want to track, the key performance indicators or metrics, like I want to keep an eye which factors are impacting my product sales in a e-commerce. There are so many factors, right? When you go to any supermarket business also, the product when the product is going out of stock means there might be so many reasons. Because of high sales, it may go down, or it can go down because of the data is not up to the mark. It is basically with respect to supply chain. Now, sometimes if you go to manufacturing also, the machines will go down suddenly. The factors may be different. The machine may go down because of high temperature, because of like the pressure is low. So that may be because of sometimes power failure also, defect failure also. So I need to do a real-time monitoring of my machines also so that I can prevent any failure. So in all these scenarios, the Power BI is one of the suitable one. So, but how to go and start using? We need to download this. We saw this yesterday also. We need to go to the Microsoft website and we can download this and we can install it. So if you go and see here, I can directly go to the download page and you can download this here. So since if you are according to your operating system, it will download the respective version. So as soon as it is downloaded, install that like a normal software, just like normal software, and then it will once it is installed, you can simply go and search here, and you will see a Power BI desktop icon. Click this and it will open the Power BI desktop software. Then you start uploading your files or connect to the databases, and then you need to build your dashboards according to your client requirement. So this particular landing page, whatever you see, this contains different sources which you can select here. The default will be Excel or SQL Server because they are Microsoft products. We can also go with some sample data also. So Power BI provides some sample data. If at all you want to connect, you need to connect to that particular sample data also. And we can pull that here and we can build a dashboard. It may require some username and password, I think, to connect to sample data. If not, you can upload. See, I can load some sample data. So I am just selecting the financials data. Just load it, and once it is loaded, you will see those two files in the data tab. So once the files are here, then you can drag and drop. So it just loaded two data sets here, two files which you can see. So we can go and drag and drop the sales I want to see, where I want to see the sales by segment. So it is showing me, and I want to see the discount band also will be there. So I want to see the data with one more column, that is discount band, as my legend. See, this is a clustered column chart, the default one. I want to go by the total sales. I want to go by a map chart country wise. You can see here, and I also want to add by product wise what are my sales, and you can see. So this is generating a geographical chart. If you see Canada, in Canada, what are the different products and what are their total sales, you can see. And then in France, what are how my products are like giving me my revenue, how they're performing. I can see country wise, you can see. So I can build geographical charts also. Geographical charts, I can create donut charts where I can go and see the total units sold by segment, I can see. So like that, you need to add, keep on adding multiple KPIs, and you need to go and build. I want to go with a like single KPI card. So this will give me, I can add multiple KPI cards to see. So total quantity, I want to add one more KPI card. Total units sold, add one more KPI. So like that, you need to, the total sum of units sold, this is 1.13 million units sold. And then total sales which we received is this much amount of sales I got. I can also use a line chart also. So I can add the sales by year. So since by year we may not have that much amount of data, I'll go by the date column, date hierarchy. I'll say month wise how my data is, the sales are going on. So this is a line chart. So the trend I am able to see, I want to see month on month. I want to see and compare. So last month and current month, how my sales are going on. You can compare. Compared to January, in December, September or October, my sales are very, very going good. So like that, we can add multiple charts here, and we can communicate each KPI, we call it as each KPI with the customer. And we can also see what is my sales and what is my target sales also. So to give the target sales, how much you are looking for and how much out of my total sales, how much till now we achieved, we can see here. This is called a meter chart, meter, because this is going to give you how much target you have. So you need to use this particular, we call it as a gauge chart, just like it like a meter. So many charts are there, so many charts which we need to use and we need to build according to your data. So we need to understand the requirement. As we discussed yesterday also, how you need to understand the business requirements and how you are going to build a step-by-step approach by understand the requirements and how you are going to rearrange. Sometimes you may need to change this chart to here. The place also you need to change. And you need to connect them. How the revenue increase is connecting to my high performing products. How my revenue damage is connecting to my low performing products. And how much loss we are experiencing, how much profit we are experiencing. So we need to rearrange and highlight in different colors so that the client will understand faster. All these we have to prepare by using this particular Power BI desktop tool. Clear? Any questions? Sherlyn?
No, this was very informative. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Okay. So I'll share this recording anyway. You just go through it
Thank
also
you.
once. Anything. And so you uh, are going to work on Power BI or how it is like are getting are upgrading to Power BI?
Trying to get an upgrade from the basic Excel.
I see.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. We can work out on that. But these classes will continue on a daily basis at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Friday.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. So the same link, there is no any separate link. The same link it will continue. And Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. the class will continue. So for more information, please ping me. I'll talk to you.
Okay, thank you, Sri.
Yeah, no problem.
It
Yeah.
was really helpful.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Jyoti, do you have any questions?
Yeah. No, Srinivas, I'm good.
Good, right? So you are able to
Yeah.
follow, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, I gave some access yesterday, right? Hope you received
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I received it.
Yeah,
Yes.
just go through that. Today also
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
share some documentation and go through the documentation, try that particular assignments also and hands-on also.
Okay, yeah.
Then you will get some
Sure.
more clarity. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay, then thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.